SLR Hut have great portable battery banks. Click the link in the video description to purchase one for yourself. Before I start this video, I just want to say a massive thank you guys for 500 subscribers on the channel. This is a really big milestone for us. It might not sound like a lot of subscribers to you, but to us, that's a nice big milestone, and let's hope we can hit the higher milestones. Thanks for watching, guys. It is your boy Ryan Thomas here, and today we're going to be talking about, at the time of purchase, the cheapest 4K TV in Britain, which is the Seiki 38-inch 4K TV. Now, we did buy this from eBuyer almost a year ago now, and it was £179.99, or £180 really, and change, which was really cheap for a TV that can output 4K at 30Hz, which, you know, you want 60Hz ideally, but on a TV you really don't need more than 30Hz. People who say they need to watch something in 60Hz are, in my opinion, stupid. Playing something, you want almost the maximum frame rate without screen tearing. For watching, I think 30 is where it needs to be. Like, you don't need to go higher than that. So I'm going to start off by talking about its elegant design. It has fairly thin borders and very thin bezels when it comes to the actual, like, the look of it, with speakers on the bottom. Now, it is glossy black on the front, but it's not actually glossy black on the back, so it's not that bad. But on the front, you can definitely tell that it's a little bit, it's one of those piano black plastic finishes, which I really don't like because it just gathers a lot of fingerprints. As you can tell, on our TV, we've actually left the plastic wrap on, which I know doesn't look amazing, but it kind of keeps it from getting scratched and, like I said, the fingerprints, which you are bound to get with a finish like this. Then there are the speakers, which are on the bottom. They're very tinny, they're not the greatest sounding. They're good if you need some speakers, but I would recommend going with an external unit, as I do with pretty much all TVs nowadays, because the TVs are so thin, and go with something like a Sony or Samsung, maybe even an LG external unit. If you're really high end, get some Pioneer speakers, some Technic speakers in or something like that, but you ideally, like I said, do want to be using an external source for the speakers, or rather external output for the speakers. What about the picture quality then? 4K, it makes it look really crispy, like insanely crisp in detail. Colours pop, but they're not so popped out that they're kind of vibrant, like overly vibrant, like some Samsung panels are. And overall, the crispiness, like I said, is amazing. The one thing that lets it down, though, is the latency. You cannot play games on this TV. You cannot. The latency is so high. We tried playing Crossy Road the other day on this, on the Nvidia Shield, and it doesn't work. Just, there is so much delay. You cannot use this for games whatsoever. I'm just going to say that. Casual or non-casual, you can't use this for games. Secondly, you can't use this as a computer monitor because, like I said, the latency is so high. So you can completely wipe that and throw that out the window, that idea, because it's not going to happen. Sorry guys, but you can't use this for anything other than watching, in my opinion. You stick some Unbox Therapy or MKBHD, Linus Tech Tips, Hardware Canucks, anything in 4K on this thing, and it looks absolutely incredible. Like, absolutely amazing. But you try playing games on it, it's not going to work. So design is great, speakers are bad, panel is great, but the latency is not very good. The stand is made of glass and isn't really that solid and sensible, although it does feel quite heavy. You've got a plethora of connectors, including 3 HDMI ports, 1 USB port, a composite component, and your standard bits, basically. It's quite a thin telly if you exclude the stand, which is actually quite big, and overall £180 gets you this TV. If you're using it to watch stuff, I 100% recommend this. It's not going to beat your LG or Samsung panels, but for 180 quid, you cannot go wrong. If you want a game on it, don't bother. Absolutely. You know, you might be thinking, oh, I'm sure it's not that bad. Don't bother. It is really bad. Anyway, guys, check out SLR Hut in the description for portable battery banks. Thank you for 500 subscribers, and let's go to 1,000. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.